How do you know if you have athlete's foot or you just have kind of a little bit gross feet?
Athlete's foot can be itching, blistering. Really, the doctor will be the one to tell you. If you have a rash on your foot, I would get to the doctor. It can be a simple dermatitis or an allergy to a shoe or a sock. But if it's athlete's foot, it's an infection and it will change quickly. It can spread very quickly.
Will athlete's foot last longer than kind of a basic rash as well? It won't go away?
Yes, athlete's foot will last longer and worsen. It can be very, very itchy as well.
Let's look at a couple of images to see, again, these are relative to mine. So peely feet, my daughter, the athlete, her feet look like that regularly, but then it goes away. So is that go to the doctor or no?
That's go to the doctor and have the doctor prescribe an antifungal lotion, not a cream and not an ointment, a lotion or a gel, something that dries between the toes. It should not be anything that can wet it because it can break the skin down. This is an infection.
This is an infection. Okay. Can you try, before you go to the doctor, can you try just if you just have a little bit of kind of peely feet with an over-the-counter, or always go to the doctor?
If you have feet that are peely and dry, that's one thing. But if you have feet that are peely and itchy, you probably have an infection.
Okay. Let's look at another image. So now I've got a little bit of rash going. Is that?
This is go to the doctor because this needs topical medication and it also needs to make sure that you're using powder in your shoes and on your socks to make sure your feet are staying dry while this heals. This is an actual infection.
Okay. Now we spared everybody. We did not do the disgusting. I'm assuming that if somebody knows if they've got green feet, like if it really goes bad, they know not to come. All right, so for the most part, going to the doctor. What's self-defense against getting athlete's foot?
Keeping the feet dry and changing your shoes. Not wearing the same shoes day after day. At the end of the day, when you change your shoes, put powder in them. Allow the shoe to dry. When you wash your feet, taking a shower, wash and dry your feet, and then put powder on your feet.
Is there any way that I should wash my socks in particular, make sure that I wash them hot to be sure that the fungus gets killed?
If they're washed in a general washer, it should be fine.
Will the fungus get into the shoes? Do I need to worry about it coming back?
If it's a flip-flop that a bare foot has an infection next to it, yes, I would wipe up a flip-flop. I wouldn't worry if you have a sock protecting your foot from the shoe.
Okay, but then women who go barefoot in their cute little flats and all that, they need to spray.
There are ways that one can just spray with Lysol. If you do have an infection like that and you're wearing your cute shoes, your shoes need to be sprayed.
And once you get athlete's foot, are you prone to it?
No. It's just a contagious thing. And it's worse in the summer, better in the winter. So that's a good summer picture we showed.
The new rage now, when I've bought ski boots or bought even hiking boots or sneakers, are these insoles, these inserts for support. Are they help or are they hype?
Hugely helpful and brilliant. These, when I was in school, weren't even available. These help ski boots, these help dress shoes. There are many brands out there, and they will straighten the foot out and prevent deformity.
So should everybody put them in all their shoes?
I think every shoe should have a support in it, but make sure it's the proper support for your foot. I think that's best judged by your doctor. Going to the drugstore and just picking one off the wall may not be the smartest and most cost effective, because the doctor can probably direct you to the exact one for your foot, because feet are different.
What's your opinion on going barefoot?
Going barefoot is not something I really do anymore. I wear slippers in the house. You can step on glass in the kitchen. You can break your toe against your night table. I have seen so many injuries and splinters from going barefoot. So if you have slippers that you like, wear them. Slippers can come with support now, so it may be more comfortable to go with slippers at night. If your feet are feet that hurt or arthritic, slippers with supports may help you a lot more than going barefoot.
What about the support for your feet when you're barefoot? I mean, not necessarily just the safety of hitting things, but just the support of being barefoot, because there were reports in the past that it was actually healthier, that, man was born barefoot and that barefoot was better than some shoes.
Maybe for the biomechanically perfect person that exists, that would be wonderful, but that's still out there. Support is safer, especially in the Western world. Support is better.
Is it okay to wear shoes barefoot?
It's okay to wear shoes barefoot as long as you're not creating blisters. as long as your shoes are clean. I really do like to use powder in shoes, especially if you're going barefoot, because your shoes will pick up infection from your skin. So if you're going to go barefoot, especially in the summer, use powder in the shoes, cornstarch.
That powder, how will that powder prevent infection? By keeping the foot drier?
It'll keep the foot drier, and it also will kill off fungus. So just simple baby powder with cornstarch in it will protect you.
And then is it a good habit at the end of the day to spray them with Lysol just to be sure?
I would go maybe twice a month to spray them rather than every day. An everyday habit is powder. Spraying with Lysol to protect you from anything, twice a month.